am from Texas and my favorite city is Paris, so it was meant to be. Today I'm going through my first reactions, reviewing, and also styling my first pair of Paris, Texas boots. I have wanted a pair of these boots now for a couple of years. I first fell in love with the gold metallic ones that were very popular a couple of years ago. There was something about the cut and the way that they looked, that they just look so classic, very luxurious, and for some reason it looked like everybody wearing them could walk, which is weird because they're very high and they look so pointy and the heel is so thin that it just seemed almost like it defied physics. But even the people that I know aren't great heel people would see them and I'm like, gosh, they're moving around pretty good on that. So first, like 2020 happened, you know, little pesky thing, and then suddenly we weren't going anywhere, and then I was like, okay, well, I'm not wearing these anytime soon. And now we're sitting here in January 2022 looking an awful lot like 2020 in general. But nevertheless, I am hopeful that I will wear them very soon, and hopefully to some future fashion week maybe. I don't know. We'll keep our fingers and our eyes crossed on that. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Ziva Lennox, and if you haven't been here before, my closet is a work in progress. Please forgive all the empty shelving. I do care about fashion and styling. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. It's been a huge undertaking to fill the closet and make it look the way I want. So bear with the dust. And I hope you subscribe. You love fashion and styling videos. And we'll get right to it. Working with Farfetch, and I was looking through their site and I was trying to figure out what is missing in my wardrobe, like what investment item is missing truly in my wardrobe. I have a lot of nice bags. I have a couple of very nice pairs of shoes, a couple of nice coats, jewelry. Like what could I really look at and want in my wardrobe? And I thought to myself, I don't have like a truly nice pair of knee-high boots. And then boom, 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 Paris, Texas went back in my brain, and I was like, right. It's like I went back in time to 2019 where I was like in love with them and place, and I thought this is the time to acquire the Paris, Texas boots. So then I went on there and I started going through all the different array of Paris, Texas. They have like the chunkier heel. They have now some really nice kind of Isabel Marant type of cowboy boots that are also super chic. Then they have the very classic metallic boots that I was telling you about. And then I saw the black boots and I thought those would be really practical. Having Paris, Texas knee-high boots in black embossed croc would be very practical. But I'm feeling a little reckless. I'm feeling a little bit like a kid in a candy store a little bit. So it wasn't that weird when all of the colors that I came up with were pastels. A mint green, a pink, and an orange. And so I took a poll on Instagram, and if you don't follow me there, would love to be friends there. And the answer was overwhelmingly pink, which in my mind I had kind of already, like that's the color that I was first attracted to, but mint green was so huge last year that I was extremely influenced by that still, and I was like still in a mint, on a mint brainwave. So I almost chose the mint ones. At the very last second, I saw the orange ones, and I thought the orange ones would be, if I'm not gonna do black, they would be the most practical choice because they're kind of a neutral and they look really great with browns. I have kind of a lot of warm undertones in my wardrobe, and they're going to just play really well with all of the neutrals and browns and things like that. My boys, I have two little boys, 5 and 7, even my husband, they're like, yes, orange is the way to go. Orange, it's the new black. And then I went and got pink. It's because my household is missing estrogen, and I have 3 boys that I live with, and everything is always not pink. Not that I'm stereotyping, but in my household, my 3 boys, there's no pink. And so even though I just did get, my nephew did just ask me for a pink fire truck, I did find it, and I'll pop it up on the screen in case you want to find it for your pink enthusiast nephew as well. But I chose the pink ones, and my initial reaction is, whoa, these are really pink. Like these are like candy heart pink. And I think on the website, they looked like a tone or 2 lighter. And now that I have them here, these are definitely gonna make a statement. This, like 2022 will be the, like I will always, this will be etched in my mind, the year that I got the pink boots, okay? And so there, of course, like anything, when you make such a big decision like this, there's always gonna be regret, right? There's always going to be like that in the back of your mind of like, did I pick the right color? If I would have gotten the orange ones that my boys wanted me to get, I'd have been like, but the pink, like I love pink, and in Paris, and I want to wear them in Paris someday with, you know, because the light is pink and, you know, you saw yourself all these things, right? Probably mint is going to come back in color because green is still really hot. So I think I would have been unhappy no matter what. I think I should have probably gotten the black ones. I think it's too late for that. I think my heart wants what it wants. And I think at the end of the day, like, this is really what my heart wants. But in any purchase, I think there's always a little bit of that, you know, at least that's the way that I am. I'm always going to be kind of wondering if I did the right thing when it comes to an item like this. The first thing that I will tell you about these is that they do look very high. They look very elegant and refined, and they don't have a zipper, which was surprising. So a lot of generous space in there. So even if you are a lucky gal that has nice big calves, you can still squeeze your leg in here. It's a very beautiful presentation. Comes with a very nice little dust bag. Actually, it comes with 2 dust bags. But in my fake unboxing, you know how you have to open them up first and then you pretend that you're doing it for the first time. And if you didn't know that, I think that's what we all do. We have to open it first, then we go back and stuff everything back in and do it again. This is like a surreal bag. Those are 2 dust bags, and it does come with a return slip, so I can still very well exchange them for a more practical color like dark brown or you know, a nice buttery black. But I think I'm gonna keep these. And also, given that it's almost Valentine's, I don't know, there's something about like the pink that's just, I don't know, try to run with it for the purposes of this video. This is the thing that I found the most surprising from putting them on my feet, is that they are true to size. I'm a 6. Sometimes I like to have my foot be look a little bigger, because that's like a secret complex of mine. I think my feet look ridiculously small for my height. I'm 5'5". Like it looks a little strange, to be honest with you. It looks like, I don't know. I hate the way it looks. So I always try to fake it and buy bigger shoes. And recently I've learned the hard way that that doesn't work anymore for me. I'm not a 6.5, I'm a solid 6. And I was a little nervous to get a 6 here because I thought, what if, because it's a pointy boot, what if it's just a little bit too small? And I got a 6, it's true to size, it fits perfectly. And this is the kicker. Even though they are high and even though they are at an angle, they are still really, really comfortable. Hey, come on in.
Look, Mama.
Say hi.
Hi.
So this is the guy that wanted me to get the orange ones. What I'm saying is that you can definitely move around in them really well. I don't know magic sauces, but they are remarkably comfortable. They are so much more comfortable than they look. And they're definitely cushioned. And they have a lot of arch support here, I'm feeling. I used to be a dancer and my feet are always in pain. My feet just really hurt. I have humongous blisters. I have like nail issues. I have still, like, I won't make you throw up, but really awful feet problems. And so like, I think that's why I don't invest that much in shoes, or shoes are not an afterthought, but it takes a lot for me to like find shoes that I love wearing and I feel really good, because my feet are just uncomfortable. So I'm excited to find these. They're definitely not shoes that you want to go out there and, like, if you're going to the mall or you're going, you know, to, like, you're like a tourist and you're going to do a tourist day. Probably not the right pair, but they're great because, like, they're amazing winter boots sometimes in the winter. And I live in a very cold place in upstate New York, and I want to go out and look and not wear, like, for me not to wear like Sorels basically is huge. Like, sometimes you don't feel like wearing your Sorels out to dinner for a nice date, or, you know, if you have an event or something, even if you live in a cold place. So these are just great to have and feel a little bit more dressed up. I think most people would go for a neutral color, but I just needed to do something a little different because I feel like there's so many different brands that make a really solid knee-high boot, but there's not a ton of brands that make a really solid knee-high pink boot. The first way that I'm styling it is with my Spanx pants, which are some of my favorite pants. I think they always look really fun, and that extra sheen just makes it look like you got it together for some reason, even though they're literally just leggings. They're so fun, and I wear them a ton, styled so many different ways, but they're so comfortable because they're Spanx, obviously. And my second look that I wanted to show you is just with a dress, just very simple, just to make it fun. It's just, and even a little bit Valentine's Day inspired, I wanted to show you the boots with a red dress. So I have a code that's good from now until February 6th, so hurry up and use it if you are interested, not just in these boots, but anything on the site. I'll put the terms and conditions below so you can see what is excluded. There are some brand exclusions, but if you've been thinking about buying a really nice insert brand name bag here or a coat or an investment pair of shoes, it's a great time to get 10% off on new in season. So sometimes things that are new in season don't ever go on sale until they're no longer in season. So it's great to get a little bit of a discount, especially on those bigger ticket items. Don't forget to check out my Balenciaga Trees review where I walk you through why I chose that one and also the differences between that one and the Hourglass Balenciaga bag. And don't forget to check out my Balenciaga sneakers review. Lots of important information on there, as well as my luxury bag collection review as well. Hope you had fun with me today. If you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, and I hope to see you really soon.